I walked into my son's room and found the nanny, my wife, and 3 packed suitcases. My wife looked at me and said, "You're not going to hurt him anymore." I stood in the doorway trying to understand what I was seeing. 3 suitcases, my wife holding our son behind her, Rosa, our nanny, standing between me and my own family like a bodyguard. I wasn't supposed to be home until tomorrow. Caught an earlier flight because I missed my son. 2 weeks on the road. My wife always says I work too much, that I'm a stranger in my own house, that our son, Lucas, doesn't even get excited when I come home anymore. She's probably right. I've missed so much. His 7th birthday party, the time he broke his arm and I didn't find out until 3 days later. The money makes up for it. The nanny who's there when I can't be. But standing in that doorway, watching my wife shield our son from me, I understood how this looked. "What's going on?" I asked. "Don't play dumb," she said. "I know what you've been doing to him." I didn't understand. Doing to who? Doing what? I looked at Lucas, my 7-year-old boy. He had bruises on his arms I'd never seen before. He was shaking, crying silently, refusing to look at me. "Lucas, buddy, what happened?" I took a step forward. Rosa blocked me. "Stay away from him." My wife had her phone to her ear. "I already called CPS," she said. "They're on their way, and if you touch any of us, I'll make sure you never see him again." CPS arrived with 2 police officers. My wife met them at the door crying. She showed them bruises on her arms, said I did it before I left. I didn't. I've never touched anyone. But who are they going to believe? The sobbing mother or the man who's never home? Rosa gave her statement. Said she'd seen things. The way Lucas flinched. The bruises that appeared after I came home from trips. I wanted to scream. None of it was true. They asked to speak with Lucas alone. He wouldn't talk. Just sat there shaking, staring at the floor. The officer came back and looked at me differently, like I was already guilty. I was escorted from my own home that night, told not to return until the investigation was complete. My wife filed an emergency motion the next morning. My accounts were frozen. She claimed financial abuse on top of everything else. Said I controlled her with money, kept her trapped. My lawyer called me that afternoon. "This looks bad, really bad. A crying mother, a traumatized child, and a corroborating witness. You need to prepare yourself." Prepare for what? Losing everything? I already had. A week went by. I wasn't allowed to see Lucas, wasn't allowed to call. Every attempt was documented as harassment. I was living in a hotel, staring at the ceiling trying to figure out how my life fell apart. Then I hired a private investigator. If I was going down, I was going down with answers. The answers came in pieces. The PI found the money trail first. Shell companies, offshore transfers, almost $250,000 moved over 8 months. My wife had been planning this long before that night, but money wasn't enough. I needed proof about Lucas. That came from Rosa. She showed up 2 weeks after everything fell apart. She looked like she hadn't slept in days. "I was wrong about you," she said, "and I need to show you something." 3 days ago, Rosa came back from her lunch break early. She heard crying coming from Lucas's room, walked toward it. The door was cracked open. She saw my wife grab Lucas by the arm, twist it hard. Lucas whimpered. Then my wife started coaching him. "What do you say if anyone asks about Daddy?" Lucas was sobbing. "That he hurts me, and if you tell anyone the truth, you'll hurt me worse." Rosa recorded everything. 43 seconds of my wife abusing our son and teaching him to lie about it. I listened to it once. I couldn't listen again. My lawyer filed an emergency motion that night. The hearing was the next morning. They played the recording for the judge. My wife tried to claim it was fake. Her lawyer tried to have the recording excluded. Said it was obtained without consent. The judge overruled him. He ordered a voice analysis. It came back authentic within hours. Then the judge asked to speak with Lucas privately. Just him and a counselor. 30 minutes later, the counselor came out. Lucas had told them everything. How mommy hurt him when Daddy was away. How she told him to blame Daddy or she'd hurt him more. How scared he was every day. The judge looked at my wife with an expression I'll never forget. Police were waiting when she tried to leave the courtroom. Lucas was brought to me an hour later. He didn't say anything at first. Just wrapped his arms around my neck and held on. His whole body was shaking. "I wanted to tell you, Daddy," he whispered. "I wanted to tell you so bad." My wife, or should I say ex-wife, got 8 years. Child abuse, fraud, filing false reports. The money she stole was recovered. Most of it. Rosa still works for us. She apologized every day for the first month until I finally told her to stop. She was manipulated too. Lucas is doing better. Therapy twice a week. He smiles more now. Laughs sometimes. He still flinches when someone raises their voice, but he's getting there. Last week he asked me to coach his soccer team. I said yes before he finished the sentence. I missed his first 7 years trying to provide for him. I won't miss another day trying to be there for him.